My name is Matthew Nadeshot Haig, and I have an unhealthy obsession with backpacks. This one even matches the damn couch. I live in a 2-bedroom apartment, and one of my closets is just filled with backpacks and bags, and I don't know why I have all of these things. Now, I like to have variety when I leave the house or if I'm traveling. And the look of the bag, the aesthetic, that is important to me, but the one thing that I've become obsessed with is the functionality and the practicality of the bag that I'm carrying. How well and how efficiently can it carry my things and fit everything that I absolutely need into that backpack so that I can take on the day with no worries that I forgot anything. Today, I'm gonna share with you guys everything that I carry in my backpack. We're gonna start with my essentials, the foundation of my backpack, things that I absolutely need or I can't leave my apartment, and then we're gonna finish up with the things that aren't as important, they just make my life easier. So let's get started, guys. The first item on my list is actually the most important, really is. This is my late 2016 MacBook Pro. When I purchased it, I maxed it out in all the specs. It's got the 2.9 gigahertz i7 Intel processor inside with 16 gigs of RAM. The reason why I maxed it out is because I do all of my work on this MacBook. I actually edit every single video that you guys see on this channel on this MacBook. I have a very powerful desktop computer at home, but I've gotten used to the Mac operating system and Final Cut Pro, which is the program that I use to edit these videos. And so I absolutely need this. And if you guys didn't know, I shoot all my videos in 4K, so make sure you guys bump up that quality so you get that extra juice. But this handles and processes 4K video really, really well, and I get everything out of it that I need. So this is the most important item. I cannot leave without it, or I won't get any work done. Next on the list, guys, that is always inside of my backpack is this bad boy right here. This is the Sony a7S Mark II. Every single video that you guys see on this channel is shot with this camera. This is such a powerful camera and it's so easy for me to use. The great thing about it is even if you're new to video or an expert, this camera can really do it all. It shoots 4K, it has in-body stabilization. You can do high frames per second. A lot of the slow motion cinematic shots that you guys see are shot in 60 frames per second, 120 frames per second. It is incredible in low light, so if you're living in an apartment or a house that doesn't have the best exposure to the sun, or you're out and about at night, you can just bump up the ISO. The image quality will still stay pretty clear. When I first got this camera, I knew nothing about film. I had no idea how to program the settings for the best video. I had no idea what I was doing. But I looked up a couple tutorials on YouTube. The beauty of it is for the most part, I was just able to throw it in auto and the camera did exactly what I needed it to do. Now, obviously with my own due diligence, I went on YouTube and there's so many different tutorials on how to get better with shooting with this camera to make the quality of your video look incredible, but it's just a powerful, powerful camera. Sony a7S Mark II. It's the same camera that I'm shooting this video with. For whatever reason, I thought it was a good idea to buy 2 of these. I think my mindset was I really want to step up my unboxing videos, but then I quickly learned that you guys really don't like when I unbox sneakers, so now I just have an extra A7S Mark II. Next item, sticking with the same thing, making YouTube videos. That's what I do here on this channel. So I need these items in my backpack. This is the Sony RX100 Mark V. What I love about this is that it is so small and compact, you can fit it in any pocket of your backpack, most likely. And on top of that, you can throw it in your pocket as well. We call this the Pocket Rocket because it is so unbelievably capable for its very, very small size. It shoots 4K. I think it shoots up to like 960 frames per second, which is just absurd. The image quality is great. The audio is just okay, but just really, really powerful for its small size. If you guys are an aspiring YouTuber, this is less expensive than the A7S. Really great camera. I have to always have it in my backpack. I need it. Oh, I also forgot to mention that it has this awesome little flip screen. It's great, so you can actually see what you're doing. Unlike the A7S, Sony, please fix this. I want a flip screen. I'm begging you. What I have in my hand is the last item that I absolutely need to have in my bag every day. Everything after this is something that is just extra that makes my life easier. When this was announced to the public, I never thought I would own a pair, but I do, and I love them, and I'm not even upset about it. The Apple AirPods. They are so compact, functional and practical. I need them every single day. Usually I hate being on the phone, but the AirPods make it so casual to hop into a conversation, whether it's for work, talking to your family, whatever the case may be. They work just as great when you're at the gym. I've gone into the sauna with these things. They hold up. They never overheat. They never turn off. But I love these AirPods, guys. I thought they would be annoying. I thought that I would lose them. I thought it would just be a really, really big hassle compared to a standard wired pair of earphones. But they're great. The container that you store them in charges them too. So it's just, I love these AirPods. I love them to death. Now that we got through the nitty gritty, the essentials of the backpack, let's talk about things that make my life easier. First item, I don't think you guys are gonna see this coming, but these are called wet ones. These are hand wipes. Say you're in a hurry, you gotta hit the drive-thru, get a greasy burger from In-N-Out, hand wipes to make sure you're not mucking everything up in your car and getting everything dirty, your phone, your laptop, your steering wheel. Maybe if you go to the movie theater, you're on an airplane, really anywhere you go outside of your apartment or your home, you need to get your hands clean. This is so easy. They fit in any pocket that you might have in your backpack, and it's always peace of mind. You never have to deal with sticky hands. You never have to worry about being dirty. These are a lifesaver. One thing that I'll always appreciate, Jenna and Justine shared with me. Next up, we have AirPods on steroids. I do not use these in any other place besides an airplane, but these are my favorite headphones that I have ever used. These are the Bluetooth Bose Quiet Comfort headphones. My absolute favorite part about these headphones is when you put them on, you turn them on the side, and they pump white noise into your ears. I know there are other headphones that do that, and I'm gonna be transparent with you guys. I've never used a competitor's headphones at this same price point, but I bought these at a Best Buy vending machine kiosk at an airport one day on a whim, and I never looked back. I don't hear anything on the plane. I take off, I can fall asleep at will, play my music as loud as I want, nobody's gonna hear it. I just love them to death. These are for the airplane, these are for everything else. But if you travel a lot, this is an essential. What should I show you guys next? This item used to be in my backpack every day. Now it's kind of on and off. I think every vlogger on YouTube has this tripod. It's called a Joby GorillaPod, and this is like the nuclear version. It's so powerful and it can grip anything. You basically put your camera on top of here and it holds it up. Pretty self-explanatory. I cannot go into too much detail. Really quality item, but it is, you know, it's very bulky. I mean, it's, for comparison, it's really, really big. I've actually been using this. It's smaller, it's more lightweight. Now, obviously, it doesn't have as much versatility in the ways that you can apply it to different environments and how you can set your camera up and get different shots. But I usually just use my hand anyways, but this is a great, great, great tripod. This is a great tripod as well. Both of these things are great. So now that we've talked about all these cameras and the MacBook, what happens when you have all this footage that you recorded? Where do you store it? If you guys have ever bought a MacBook, you know that as you upgrade it, they really start to charge it for storage. You go from 500 gigs to a terabyte and they're charging you like $1,000. It's nuts. So that is why I always carry this with me. This is a Lacy solid state drive. I know you'll see a lot of different creators online that have these. This solid state is actually so fast that I can edit off of the files that are stored on here. I don't even need to bring them onto my MacBook. Really, really powerful tool for anybody that does video editing. They are a bit expensive, but I do think you get your bang for the buck. It's rugged, you can drop it, throw it, and this thing is gonna stay intact. Really great piece of hardware, and I suggest it for anybody that does video editing. Great is the word of the day. What a great video, what a great word. These next two items are for anybody that's interested in how I make my YouTube videos. I told you guys about the Sony a7S, but this is probably more important than the body of the camera that you're using. It's the glass, it's the lens that you're putting on this camera. Lenses can be more expensive than the body of the camera that you bought, and that's because these can really improve the image quality and make a big difference when you're shooting video. The lens that I'm filming with this video right now, I wish I could show it to you guys. It's this little itty bitty tiny lens. It's 28 millimeters, shoots at a 2 f-stop. This lens right here is a 2.8 18 millimeter lens, and then this is a 4.0 16 by 35 millimeter lens. A lot of vloggers use this. I know Casey Neistat used this for a while. I think Jake Paul uses this. The lower the number of the f-stop, right? So this is a 4.0, this is a 2.8. The lens that I'm filming this video with right now is a 2.0 f-stop. The lower the number, the better the depth of field. When I say depth of field, you guys see how this lens is in focus? focus right now, and everything else around it, me for instance, is very blurry. That's sort of the separation that you can get when the f-stop of the lens is lower. I would say the biggest trend for YouTubers is using wide angle lenses. Most important thing I would say for somebody who wants to make vlogs, you really want to have these wide angle lenses so that you can get more in. You don't have to worry about whether things are in focus or not. These lenses will just do it for you. Autofocus, wide angle, it's great. So these are the lenses that I use. I'll put a link in the description below. You guys can check those out. But yeah, these are my lenses. I think this is our last item that I carry in my backpack. This is a Mophie. Portable phone charger. I don't think this needs any explanation. I have a lot of these laying around my apartment. I don't have any particular one that I use. Like I've used Anchor, which is another company. I've used Mophie. Just get yourself one of these, okay? If you're ever in an emergency and your phone dies, you're dead in the water, right? So you need something to back up, charge your phone. This is to make sure that you can always be on Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, whatever. Wherever you're at, even if your phone dies, you always got a backup. This next item, I promise you, is the last piece of camera equipment that I'm gonna show you. This is the DJI Mavic Pro, an incredible drone that shoots stunning 4K video. I haven't used this nearly as much as I want to, but as I keep traveling more, I'm making it a point to keep this in my backpack at all times because the shots that you can get with drones and the effect that it can have on the videos that you make is just absolutely incredible, and I need to carry this with me more. Thank you guys so much for watching the video. Make sure you guys drop a thumbs up if you enjoyed. Subscribe if you guys are new and you like what you see. If not, all good. Maybe I'll get another chance one of these days. Thanks for watching, guys. YouTube. We'll see you fudging later. Goodbye.